When I have turkey to eat and stuff and pumpkin pie, then I know it's Thanksgiving Day, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when I have so much to eat and the people I love are near, then that's why Thanksgiving Day is my favorite time of the year.
What's that?
It's Thanksgiving song day, or Thanksgiving Day.
By who?
I don't know. I just Googled Thanksgiving lyrics, and it was the first one I found, and I went, I'm going to memorize this.
Hey guys, Lexstyle here.
Hey, I'm Matt Tracy.
For Punk Rock Blues.
There's two of us,
Right.
and it's a special video.
Yeah.
Just a bonus thing we're doing.
It's to get people anticipated for the 25 Days of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
That's coming up soon.
in a couple days.
In a few days, yeah.
A few days.
What are we doing?
We are doing a review of a movie. Thank you. It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah,
it's Thanksgiving. That's the reason we're doing this.
Yes.
We didn't just randomly pull a movie out of the hat. So we're reviewing this to get people anticipated for the 25 Days of Christmas.
It's Thanksgiving.
We didn't just pick a random movie out of the hat and, say we're just going to review this today, get people anticipated for the 25 Days of Christmas. If we were going to review a random movie, we'd do like Spread or something. For this video, you should dub every time Bella makes a noise with a gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. No.
What's the story?
I asked you.
Oh, the story is Neil
Page.
He's
Trying to get home.
trying to get home in
For
2
Thanksgiving.
days in Thanksgiving. And the flights are all canceled and he meets...
Well, he's trying to get home that night, but his flight gets delayed.
And he meets, is it Gil? Dell
Griffith.
And Dell Griffith is a...
John Candy.
He's John Candy. Steve Martin is Neil Page. He's a...
Directed by John Hughes. Written, directed, and produced by John Hughes.
He's a shower curtain ring salesman. And they buddy up to get home to Chicago.
The best in the world.
Yeah. They buddy up to get from New York to Chicago in 2 days to be home for Thanksgiving dinner with their family.
Yes. And hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
It's a total... This is like one of the epitomes of buddy road trip comedies.
It's a real Save the Rec Center situation, but the rec center is their life.
I love this movie. It's honestly probably my favorite John Hughes movie out of every movie he's ever done. I give this five stars.
What's our rate? Is this
5 golden rings. I gave it 5 gobble gobbles.
5 gobble gobbles?
Yeah.
So you'd be like a gobble 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 gobble?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give it 5 gobble gobbles.
I'm gonna give it 3 gobble gobble
I
gobbles.
can't believe it. You think it's just fine?
Yeah.
You're insane. What do you hate about it?
It rallied in one. It's one of those movies where, man, their lives just are ruined a lot.
Not really.
I don't like when everything just keeps going bad for everyone until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well,
and also, Steve Martin seems like he, for a good while, a lot of the rise in action, early plot stuff, it seems like he could have tried harder. His performances were very lacking for a long time. Yeah. And then he picked up a little bit, but then there was the scene where they spooned, and then he did like a weird little spasm. Spoiler alert, but it's really old. He did did you see where he's like, what is that?
I watched the movie.
If you accidentally spoon with someone, which every movie does that.
Well, his hands were between his legs.
Well,
that's the thing.
And then John Candy tried to mock him across the bed, and how did he get the black eye? But, yeah, it's just a lot of those. That car wouldn't run. It's a lot of stuff like that. I don't like the
car's
whole,
great.
Everything's bad until it needs to be good at the end.
Like I said when we were watching it, a thing I love about this movie is it never stops. Once it picks up into the story, it just keeps going. I feel like every scene is memorable. Like, there's just so many parts where you're like, oh, remember this bit, remember that bit, remember this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like every scene is just gold.
Well, that works because every single
good.
time I asked a question about when they were going to bring it back, it happened 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, besides the point of everything I said came up 5 seconds later.
Yes.
One part I really liked, it was...
you had so many callbacks that were instantly right after, and I knew they were coming up, so you'd ask, and I was like, that's insane. Especially the speedometer, because that... Oh, great.
The one line, I guess, is a really light line that I really enjoyed because of how it connects off-screen stuff that's happening, is as soon as Steve Martin gets punched by the taxi guy, I went, oh, well, they could pad out like a 5-minute press charges thing. And then there's just a quick line where John Candy is like, you're really lucky that cop showed up when he did. It's like, oh, okay, so good, that guy's in jail now. It's a good, the situation's handled. I was really happy with that.
Well, my favorite line in the movie.
Yeah.
So when they're driving backwards on the highway, and they're like, you're going the wrong way. And John Candy goes, going the wrong way. How do they know where we're going? And Superman's like, yeah, how do they know where we're going? I absolutely love that line. It's my favorite in the movie. But I adore this movie. I think it's just genuinely so funny. Like, Kevin Bacon, he's in it at the beginning.
For what?
Because he's just friends with Johnny Hughes, probably.
I thought he was going to be like a major antagonist.
Oh, no. He just shows up.
He's just there, doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
Why can't two people share a cab, too? That's a really weird thing.
Yeah.
They both saw it. They could have been like, where are you going? Airport? Let's do it.
Who knows? There's a lot of cameos, like John Hughes cameos in this. Like Ben Stein's in it. The woman who plays the flight attendant or whatever.
Well, I think isn't his wife Ferris Bueller's sister too?
No.
Oh.
That's.
They look alike.
No, that's the girl from Dirty Dancing.
Oh, okay, Jennifer Grey.
Yeah.
Because she popped up and Dad was like, Ferris Bueller, and I was like, oh, okay. Or he said a Ferris Bueller person's in this, and the next scene cut to her. I went, oh, that looks like his sister.
Oh no.
So I don't know who you're talking about.
What's wrong with the one he was talking about? The Ferris Bueller one is Ferris Bueller's dad is the guy who says you'll never make the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Ben Stein's a super conservative, like crazy religious creationist type person.
I knew he was bad. You were ranting about it.
But yeah, I love the bit where the car is on fire and then they get pulled over the next day and like nothing works with the radio. Yeah. Like that's so good and just I don't know, I adore this movie. I really like it. And I think there's a lot of similarities between Del Griffith and then the character he plays in Home Alone. Like I know they're not the same, but they're similar in type.
Would you like them to be the same?
No, because they're different. But I just think they
out of any two like smaller John Candy roles, who do you think the two would fit best if they were the same character? Or what two John Candy movies would you want to be canon?
Armed and Dangerous and his role in The National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you be okay with those being in the same universe?
Yes, absolutely.
So then,
I think this is John Candy's greatest performance.
That begs a good question then, because so what came out first? Vacation.
Armed and Dangerous.
Okay.
Probably Vacation actually.
Because then that's a good move up for Eugene Levy. He started as a really bad car salesman. He moves up to a pretty sweet gig at the end of Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alerts first.
Chows in between. But yeah, like I said, I think this is my favorite John Candy performance and role. I think he's just amazing in this movie. I really like this movie. I really like it.
It wasn't a standard John Candy movie. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of duds with him recently.
I think
every movie I go back to, it's
Which
not good.
two?
Well, Summer Rental was always my favorite, and I rewatched that, and that's no good. And then when I just watched Great Outdoors,
that's great.
It's not really.
Yes, it is.
Watch it again.
It is.
It's so just boring.
It's not. But yeah, I don't know. I love this movie. 5 stars.
3 gobble gobbles.
No, you're wrong.
Gobble gobble.
I really like the part where Dylan Baker, his character, there's lots of little quick funny scenes in this where they're just like 2 minutes, but it's like you just remember.
I like how Dylan Baker at this point was probably really small too.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, my life has always been about David Baker, Dylan Baker. Would you spend David Dylan Baker?
I don't know. I don't know him from that much. I really like the scene too with the truck. It's at the end where they're sitting in the back of the freezer truck. I really like that. And the truck is oh my gosh, it's Osh Kugnagan.
I was really shocked by that because when John Candy got out of the truck, I went, "Oh, here's another zany character they have to deal with the driver." No, that we never see the driver.
You see him? He just pops his head out and shuts the door.
I didn't see that part. Then I blinked or something.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say. Do you have anything to say?
I really like the taxi part. Not the start, but when Del and Neil are in the taxi together, like that is such a crazy taxi.
Yeah.
It's Doobie's taxi. I can't remember the full name of the taxi part, but it's Doobie's taxi something.
No, the taxi is extended. It's like Taxim.
Yeah, Taxi Caparino or something like that. But yeah, I really like that car. It's so silly.
The hydraulics.
Yeah.
He lowers it for them
like
to get
that.
up.
It's a very quick thing, but like I always remember that car. It's just so great. I don't know.
You make a Matchbox line of
they should.
all of this crap.
They should. It's a great movie.
They really did get every plane, trains, and automobiles possible.
Yes.
They didn't ride a tractor, but...
No. They rode on a plane and a train and a bus.
And a bus and a car.
Did they actually ride on a plane? I don't think they did.
Yes, remember? Because they're in the air, that's why they have to get to Wichita. That's why they end up in Wichita.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Because they are. Yes, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I just love this movie, and if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? But I think everybody's seen it.
Thanksgiving, go watch it now.
You should. Go watch it today. Let us know. What are your thoughts?
We didn't really spoil it. we did talk about.
And if we did, it's older than both of us.
Yeah.
That's our rule. If it's older than both of us, who cares? Go see it.
No, like we literally didn't talk about how it ends, which is fine. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
It's a happy ending.
Yeah. Except for my twist ending. I'm gonna
Yours
remake
was
it.
so dark and just sad and totally changes the whole dynamic of the movie, and I would hate
Made you
it.
think.
It did make me think about how less good it would be.
We're not gonna talk about it. This is the outro. It's perfect.
It's awful. It's just so sad. It's such a sad. It's like a terrible.
I want to remake the movie.
God,
Word
I
for
would
word.
hate that.
Word for word.
You don't even need to remake it. You just tack it on at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey's still alive. We can DH her.
Jennifer Grey's not in the movie.
I thought you said that was.
It's not Jennifer Grey.
That's the Ferris sister.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that was his wife.
No, Lila Roberts plays the wife.
She's probably alive. Steve Martin's alive. We DH them. We get another fat guy for John Candy. I just think it could be a funny little back and forth at the end. Perfect. She's still going. This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind.
And we got so many videos coming in
So
December,
many.
you're going to crap your freaking pants.
Yeah, every day for 25 days straight. I'm sorry for you, but it's just going to happen. You've watched this video, you're going to watch them. It's going to happen.
Let's talk about this movie down below. Everyone's seen it, so genuinely, what are your thoughts? Rate this one. Let's hear it.
Who are you?
I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I've been Lex Dahl. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightEdgeAtheistJerk and on Twitter at EDDahl.
If you want to follow the channel as a collective, you can give us a subscribe on YouTube or a follow on Instagram and Twitter, Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Chuck us a buck.
We're 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for our Christmas, 25 Days of Christmas. Do we want to say what number one is? Do we want to get people pumped?
We might as well, just because it's in the video. Because I remember we talked about that when we did the intro video last year. We're like, do we give them on number one? It's like, well, as soon as the video comes out, they're going to see it.
Yeah.
But also, it could be a suspense then.
Let's say it.
Well, yes, I do want to say it because the reason I chose it for number one, I forgot to mention in the video.
Okay.
So the first movie for December 1st, Trapped in Paradise, from a year...
1994.
1994. We chose this as the first one, or I
really like it.
I chose it as the first one because I feel like it's kind of a euphemism for the whole year, as in like everyone's trapped at home in paradise, but it's their home, so how good can it be? Whatever. That's not
It's
what the
also
movie's
a
about.
Green Day song.
Yeah.
No,
No, that's
it's not.
Welcome to Paradise.
Yes, as soon as I said it.
But Trapped in Paradise, yeah, I felt it was a euphemism, but I forgot to
An
bring that
anecdote.
up in the actual video, so stay tuned.
Also, this is totally off topic now because we're at the end.
Yeah.
But I really like Del Griffith's speech when he's like, it's his little speech when he's like, I know I'm a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that speech when he's giving it after Steve Martin's just been railing on him for like 2 minutes straight. I think that's an iconic speech. Like that little speech he gives where he's like, I know what I am and people like me and I like me. I think that's a really good speech. That's all.
You can cut that somewhere.
No, I'm just going to leave it there.
Oh, okay, bye.
Ugh!